Hello, and very happy to see you on the Sussex Daily News Channel. In this video, we update the latest news. Sources revealed Harry craves to quit the royal family when he refuses the Queen's 12-month trial period. But this news looks like the Sussex's high-priced PR team is trying to do damage control. Discuss it with me now. Today, royal sources have claimed Prince Harry was so keen on quitting the royal family that he initially refused the offer of a trial period, which could have seen him and Meghan return to the UK after Megxit. Claims Harry had initially rebuffed the Queen's offer of a 12-month break from royal duties emerged last night in briefings from sources close to Her Majesty and the Sussexes, not from Harry and Meghan's bombshell biography, Finding Freedom. The review was insisted upon by courtiers and other royals, with the Queen keen to let Harry know he could return to the fold if he changed his mind. However, the Duke of Sussex was keen to make a, quote, clean break and had to be persuaded to agree to the trial period. A source said, quote, he was adamantly opposed to the review process. Harry is thought to have been against the idea because it came from the institution, and he feared that a review would lessen the impact of their departure, allowing the media to write they could return. Asked if the couple might return to the fold, an insider close to Harry and Meghan said, "Do I rule out them taking on roles for the family in the future? Absolutely not. But a full-scale return soon is not likely. That is not down to animosity or anything like that. They have not yet reached what they were seeking to do." Huh? Who do these two think will foot their high life living expenses after their trial separation period is over? Not Prince Charles. Instead, their PR is working hard to minimize damage to the Sussex's reputation while keeping the door cracked open for their return. Problem is, they've burned too many bridges. A-listers like Oprah will probably turn their backs on them. The royal family may never be able to forgive and forget. So now what? Indeed, another source claims, quote, the problem is they haven't quit the royal family. They just quit the work they felt was beneath them. Trust me, they want that royal connection so they can exploit it for profit and preach to people about whatever they think is going to get press. If they wanted to quit, they'd have left the Duke and Duchess names behind, unquote. They plan on those titles and royal connection giving them access to promote and raise funds for Archewell. Seriously, if this was just Meghan, the Suits actress, and some guy named Harry, nobody would be giving them the time of day. The only reason they are staying in borrowed houses of the Hollywood elite and able to charge millions for speeches is because they consider themselves to be royal. They must be getting a huge cut in these book profits for the amount of promotion they are doing for it. According to bombshell biography Finding Freedom, Harry believed that, quote, old guard at Buckingham Palace disliked Meghan and wanted to make her life difficult. That belief is thought to have fueled his desire not to include a review option in Megxit. The book has aired the divisions between Prince Harry and other royals, including his brother Prince William, with a source admitting, quote, people are aware that this does not look good for anyone. Clearly, this just demonstrates how completely Meghan had Harry eating from the palm of her hand. It is clear she badgered him regularly about how she'd been slighted, how he was not being respected, how they were the true stars of the royal family and should make a fortune lecturing the world on how to live. Harry was totally on board. I hope by January he is aware of how he's been duped and how he too willingly threw his family under the bus to placate his demanding, deluded, and dangerous wife. Harry and Archie belong in the royal family. Meghan does not. Meanwhile, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's biography is already the best-selling book on Amazon UK, 2 weeks ahead of its release. Finding Freedom by Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand is not released until August 11th, but is already top of the media giant's bestsellers list as royal fans rush to pre-order their copy. The book is at number 14 on the US chart at the time of writing. According to Scobie and Durand, they have spoken to more than 100 sources, including close friends of Harry and Meghan's, royal aides, and palace staff, past and present. With all the information in the book has at least 2 sources. They deny giving any interviews or contributing to the book directly, but the intimate nature of some details raise questions over who the sources were and whether Harry and Meghan gave them their blessing before they revealed such closely guarded insights into the couple's private lives. However, some fans also blame Meghan and Harry for this result. A fan wrote, quote, "I absolutely despise the pair of them. Their utter hypocrisy is astounding, and they still haven't found freedom from Charles's wallet or the taxpayer-funded security. They've done nothing but denigrate the institution that not only funds them, but gives them a platform to spout their woke rubbish. I note they moan about privilege and colonialism, but are not willing to reject the benefits. They are literally surviving off the very things they profess to hate. Uneducated, unwanted, and completely uninspiring. A total waste of space," unquote. Another fan replied, quote, "The Queen is no fool. She knows this relationship is headed for divorce, and he will need to return. Trouble is, she doesn't understand how disliked Harry is now. I will never see him as the same person again, and will always resent the taxpayers supporting him. And before the usual lot start telling me it's only half a pence every 10 years or whatever, I don't want to support him in any way, shape, or form. It's the principle, not the amount," unquote. But still another fan does not agree, writing, quote, "I've always had enormous respect for Her Majesty, but I think she's seriously played it wrong with this one. She is allowing this pair to tarnish the reputation of the monarchy. And if this 12-month review comes and goes with no action to remove the titles or do anything to protect the institution she's served all her life, I'm afraid my respect will be at an end. I don't think Charles has the guts to do anything about them either. He's too hampered by guilt over Diana. William, however, I think William may yet be the dark horse. I can only hope so," unquote. We continue with another title from Rachel Bletchley from Mirror Online. Meghan Markle and Harry were never going to be in harmony with Kate and William. Here is her post. Prince Harry gushed about how his brother and sister-in-law had welcomed Meghan into the family during their engagement interview in 2017. William was longing to meet her, and so was Catherine, beamed Harry, flushed with excitement. A month later, on Christmas Day in Sandringham, we saw the princes and their partners together for the first time. William and Harry striding out with Kate and Meghan between them. That happy image convinced everyone who'd yearned for Diana's boys to find the happiness that the Fab Four were already firm friends. And, like Di and Fergie before them, Kate and Meghan would become royal besties. Well, that fairy tale didn't last long, did it? Soon, there were rumors of feuding and rivalry, and we were all picking sides. Team Kate or Team Meg? English Rose versus Hollywood actress, quiet traditionalist or outspoken feminist. We were fascinated by the dueling duchesses, the Rose, the snubs, and who won in the style stakes. Because everyone loves a bitch fight between two high-profile female friends. But the problem with the Kate and Meghan fallout is that they never really bonded in the first place. That burgeoning friendship in 2017 was all a bit of sham, and Harry and William were already heading down such different paths that their wives were destined to remain distant. Yet, if we are to believe the pro-Sussex propaganda in new book Finding Freedom, it could all have been so very different. If only Kate had reached out to Meghan so they could bond over their shared royal lifestyles. If only she and William had schlepped all the way up to Oxfordshire with the 3 kids to visit the newlyweds in their rented cottage as, quote, the invite was there. If only Kate had asked Meghan to go shopping with her that day they were both heading out to Kensington's swanky stores at the same time. If only Kate had checked in on her during her most difficult times, rather than just sending her flowers, inviting her to the royal box at Wimbledon 2 years running, hosting her bridal party, having her round at Christmas, cooking her vegan meals, and generally rolling out the red carpet to guide her into the royal firm. If only Kate had done all the things Meghan felt she ought to have done to show they were on an equal footing, even though they're not, as Kate is a future queen. If only Meghan and Harry hadn't taken umbrage at every perceived snub, slight, or injustice and just got on with the job. This score-setting book, clearly written with the couple's blessing, reveals Harry got the hump the moment his snobbish brother rightly suggested he take his time in getting to know Meghan. Because William had known Kate 8 years before they wed, and they'd split once before getting engaged. Yet, when Harry ignored that advice and popped the question anyway, Kate and William reached out and welcomed her with open arms. But that didn't mean the 2 women were destined to bond and become friends. And by blaming Kate for all her woes, Meghan has ensured they never will be. The Sussexes have reached the end of the road, and there's no way the Fab Four can ever be reconciled. And you, what do you think about their relationship? Please let me know in the comment section below, and we can discuss them together. Remember to like and share my video for anyone you think will also love it. And subscribe to the Sussex Daily News channel to get more news on the royal family. Now, have a nice day. See you tomorrow.
Do you think that since Harry left the royal family, there was much damage to Prince Harry? We think Prince Harry damages both physically and mentally. Living in the United States away from family and friends was a mental blow. There are no more sources of financial assistance. Hope Prince Harry will return to the royal family soon. I wish you a new week of energy, happiness and success. Bye.